Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Landline podcast.
We're back.
We have taken a week off, and I feel like it's been an eternity. So I'm very excited to be back, like I always say, but this one's a little bit different because we weren't here for last week. We were so sad, though. We missed you guys.
We were.
We actually were having a blast on break, so
Yeah.
not really that sad. But it's okay. So we'll start off with our 2-week recap. That's not really that extensive, but it's just, it felt like a lot in the moment. So, do you have anything special to say?
Well, first thing, 2 weeks ago, we went Halloween shopping for our apartment.
Yes.
And that was a lot of fun.
It needed decorations badly.
We got this blanket, we got a bunch of other stuff.
We got these we did a roommate craft, and we got from Michael's, we went and got these little, I guess they were wooden.
They are wooden.
Cutouts with different characters and Halloween stuff, and so we did a little roommate craft, and we all colored in our little crafts. They're super cute.
Mm-hmm.
And
we started a show, Love is Blind.
Yeah, we have never seen it before.
It's something.
It is something else. For any of y'all who have been on the show or whatever, or watched the show, how do y'all go about that?
Yeah, that it just seems a little crazy.
It's kind of wild. But yeah, it's interesting. Mm-hmm. I don't know about good yet, but it's interesting.
It's interesting.
I definitely am interested in it, but I don't know if it's good or not. But we're starting at season 1.
Yes, we started on season 1. So
we don't know anything that happens in the recent season, so no spoilers. Also, you forgot to mention your friendly little friend outside.
Oh my goodness. We got a little friend. It's a dog. We've named it Scooby. And it is a skeleton dog, and he's sitting on my patio.
He's so cute, and he lights up at night.
Mm-hmm.
And he's adorable. And I love him. But do you have anything else for your recap?
That for last week. Maybe. No, but for this past weekend, which was fall break for us, it was called, I went to the lake for a day, power washed the porch, and the other porch. Spent a whole bunch of time doing that, which is the most satisfying stuff to do, actually. I don't mind doing it because it's so
very satisfying.
Mm-hmm. And I went to a Ronald McDonald House event, helped out with that, and yeah, that's pretty much all I did this weekend.
Nice. For me, I got strep in and around midterm exams, then took midterm exams, which one of them I have to take this week because I was told by the doctor that I was not supposed to go to class, so I have to do that later. But midterms are not fun in any means, but they're definitely not fun sick. And then I had to go to the doctor to get meds for strep, which was not it. And then went for fall break up to this week, and I also went to the lake, but not the same lake that she went to, and my family got a little cabin, and my grandparents came up, and then I showed my grandparents around Chattanooga a little bit, stopped at some of the spots in the area, some popular places, and had some fun with that, so that was cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the last 2 weeks. It's not too shabby. But anyways, we have another Halloween-themed episode for y'all today. And this one was Rollin's idea, so I'm going along with it. And hopefully y'all enjoy. I haven't really done anything like this before, but she enjoys watching stuff. So
I do enjoy watching stuff like this. So
I have some fun things to contribute, like my reactions. But if I have nightmares, that's its own issue. So today we're doing all things scary stories.
Woo!
I don't know about you, but I have a real one, a real experience, and I have a one that somebody wrote, just for fun.
Okay. I have 2 ones that weren't involving me, but I have a short one that I could share.
Well, mine wasn't involving me. It was just somebody else did. But I have a short one that I could share about myself as
Okay,
well.
we can do all those.
Okay. Well, I hope y'all enjoy as we kind of go along the ride of this together. So I'm going to let you start.
You're going to let me start?
Yeah.
Okay. So, which one do you want first? My story? The scary real story or a fake story?
Let's start furthest from home and then end closest to home.
Okay, so
So fake first.
fake first.
Yeah.
We'll go. So, I told you about this earlier, and was a trend in like 2015, 2016,
Uh-huh.
and it was the Annie 96 is typing,
Uh-huh.
and it's a text thread
Okay.
that went around YouTube and I guess like social
Okay.
medias.
Okay.
So, the two characters in this are going to be Annie and David, and I'll say who's typing and which part.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm following.
So, first text is from Annie. Are you asleep? David says, no, guess you're not either. Annie says, can't, the wind sounds like cats and dogs fighting. What's your excuse? And then David goes, studying. Is that what they call gaming now? Haha, whatever. Not denying it. Then David's typing. I still can't believe what Johnny did today. Me neither. That boy has issues. What in the world? The wind's so loud. That doesn't sound normal, lol. David. No wind over here, just rain. Lucky you, I need my beauty sleep, Annie says. Dang right you do, David says. What is that supposed to mean? Holy cow, I think I hear footsteps on the gravel outside. Get your crazy dad to check it out. I'm home alone, the family are on holiday, remember? I told you this. Really? Till when? We should hang out. They really sound like footsteps out there, but something's odd about them. I should look, but the bed's so warm, I don't want to get out.
Real.
No, for real. Sure you want to look out the window. You're alone. What if there's really somebody out there in your garden looking at you? Not funny, David. Wow, chill, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm gonna go check it out. BRB. If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? Can you imagine a man saying that to you?
I would crash out probably.
David, there's somebody in the garden. Wait, really?
Heck no.
Yes, I can see a man's back. What's he doing? He's looking for something, on his hands and knees in the bushes. He must be high or something. Probably looking for his drugs.
Mm-hmm.
He's digging on his hands and knees, and he's ruining the garden. He just turned around. What does he look like? David asks. Annie's typing. David, what the heck? This isn't funny. What? How are you doing that? What are you talking about? Annie's typing. I can see. It's you in my garden. How are you writing and touching without touching your phone? Look up. I'm banging on the window. Can't you hear me?
Huh.
Annie, what the heck? You're scaring me. I'm definitely not in your garden. That's not me. Stop playing around. I can see your face. You're wearing that stupid football jacket you're so proud of. It must be someone who looks at me. Honestly, Annie, I'm at home. I wouldn't play around like that. It has to be a friend of yours, David, playing a sick prank. How else would he be wearing your jacket? There are loads of jackets just like that. My friends don't look anything like me. Are you sure it's mine? He's digging again. Just leave already. Annie, do you have a gun in your house?
What?
Don't be stupid, David. I couldn't shoot someone. You don't have to. You just have to show you're carrying. Doesn't that jacket have your name on the back of it? Yeah, all the team got one with their names on it. I can see your name. What? What the hell is this, David? David's typing. Annie, that jacket's in my closet. Oh no, he sees me. Why is he smiling like that? He's coming. Call the cops, David says. Annie, pick up. David's typing. I've called the cops. Told them that there's a break-in attempt at your place. They said they're on their way, but it'll take a half an hour. Annie, are you there? Annie's typing. It's in the house. I can't talk. I have to be quiet. The lights are off. I'm in the closet with a knife. Hard to type, shaking too much. Hang in there, Annie. The police will be there in 20 minutes. Do you know where he is? It, not he. The way he looked at me, David. No person could look at like that. Jesus, does it know where you are? No, I grabbed the knife. When I saw it running towards the house, I got in the closet, and heard it breaking in. Okay, good. You'll be fine. A druggie doesn't have the brains to find someone hiding in a closet. The police will be there soon. Oh, it's calling out. It doesn't sound like you, David. Its voice is deep, filling the house, filling my head. What is it saying? Annie's typing. Come out, Annie. I just want to look at you. It keeps repeating it over and over. Have I gone mad, David? Is that what it feels like? Just 10 more minutes, Annie. Keep it together. You are so strong. You will get through this. It's coming up the stairs, slowly, irregular steps. Why does it look like you, David? Why you? I don't know, Annie. Please believe me. Can you make it stop? Please make it stop, Annie says. I would if I could, I promise. It's at the end of the hall. David, I didn't say anything to my parents when they left. I was listening to music. Is that the last time I'm going to see them? Annie? Annie's typing. This has something to do with you, David. Only you can make it stop. Think fast. I don't know, Annie. Goodness. Please. Please? It might be because I think about you so much. Seriously? Man. Ugh. I think about you all the time. Annie, so stop. I don't know how. It's scraping something on the walls. It's getting closer. David, please. I'm trying hard, I swear. Annie's typing. It's slowing down. Keep on. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Annie's typing. It's stopped. I can't hear anything. Really? Don't go. Stay until the police get there. What should I tell them if he's gone? Everything. Annie, everything you told me. I didn't know you felt that way about me, David.
What?
I'm so glad it stopped. Can you come over in the morning, David? I really need to see you. Of course, Annie. I'll be there. Great. Can't wait. David's typing. Annie? Annie, how do I know this is you? Annie went offline. And never heard from him again. Dun dun dun. Have you never heard that story?
No.
Really?
I've never heard it.
That was such a popular story. I feel like everybody was at like reaction channels were watching and listening and reading those.
I feel like at that time I was hearing more about Momo.
I remember that.
Like the like voice messages that would come through for.
It's called because I was watching like Sam and Colby at that time, and they were reacting to that, and like Dang Matt Smith. What else?
See, I just never watched them like that. But that's crazy. I wouldn't. Heebie-jeebies. No, I don't even. No. You were watching that at like age 10.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Loved creepy stuff like that.
Yeah, clearly. I've never been a scary fan.
It's called. Well, I've been like a lifelong Sam and Colby fan.
Yeah.
Which their whole thing is paranoid, like haunted, paranormal.
Yeah. Scary you content. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'm gonna die, basically.
Yeah. Just because you
Perfect.
have now heard.
That's actually kind of creepy, though. Like, if somebody was like texting me, like, I would have gone into like full panic, and then also been like, why'd you switch up?
Yeah.
Nope.
The switch up was crazy at the end.
You couldn't have convinced me to hang out with that person.
Oh no.
Again.
But also, like, if I was in her position, like, the guy looks like the guy that you're talking to on the phone. He has his jacket on. He's randomly. Also, like, why in the world are you banging on the window?
Absolutely not.
No, ma'am.
Sit down.
We're done.
Sit down. We're not doing.
You should have stayed in
murder.
bed.
Murder. No. We're not doing that. That's. I wouldn't trust that even if I tried. Okay, are you ready for mine?
Of course I'm ready for yours.
Mine isn't like as detailed, but like I still think it's fun. Okay. This is a story about Jenny. Not Annie anymore. Okay. Jenny had always been afraid of the dark. She had lost her sight at a young age, and the world had always been a scary place for her. But she had learned to cope, and she had always felt safe as long as she was with her husband. He was her rock, her guide, and she trusted him with all her heart. So when he went away on a business trip, leaving her alone in the house, Jenny was terrified. She had never been alone before, and the thought of it filled her head with dread. So, She knew that she had to be strong. She was a grown woman, and she couldn't let her fears get the best of her. So she went about her day, going and doing all the things she normally did. She cooked meals, cleaned the house, listened to her audiobooks, and every night when she went to bed, she cuddled up next to her husband's pillow, pretending that he was there with her. I know, weird, but okay. It was a strange and unsettling routine, but it gave Jenny comfort. She knew that she was safe, and that was all that mattered. But one night, as she lay in bed, something changed. Jenny felt a presence in the room, a sense of unease that she couldn't shake. She tried to ignore it, telling herself that it was just her imagination, but as the minutes ticked by, the feeling grew stronger. Jenny couldn't take it anymore. She reached out and touched her husband's pillow, hoping to feel his familiar warmth, but instead of the soft cotton she expected, she felt something cold and clammy. She recoiled in horror, her heart racing as she realized that she wasn't alone. There was something in the room with her, something evil and malevolent. She could feel its presence, its breath on her neck, and she knew that she had to get out. She scrambled out of bed and ran for the door, her hands outstretched as she tried to find her way. She could hear the thing behind her, its footsteps pounding the floor as it followed her. She stumbled and fell, her hands scraping the floor as she tried to crawl away. She could feel the thing closing in, its hot breath on her neck as it prepared to strike. Just when she thought it was all over, she heard a voice in the darkness. It was her husband, his voice full of concern as he called out to her. Jenny's heart soared with hope. She struggled to her feet and ran towards the sound of his voice, her hands outstretched as she tried to find him. But as she drew closer, she realized that something was wrong. The voice was different, deeper, and more sinister. It was the monster, mimicking her husband's voice in order to lure her in. Jenny froze in terror, her mind racing as she tried to think of a way out. She couldn't let the monster win, not after everything she had been through. She turned and ran, her feet pounding the floor as she fought to escape. She could hear the monster behind her, its footsteps growling louder and louder as it closed in. She didn't know how much longer she could keep running, but she knew that she had to try. She had to survive no matter what. But it was too late. The monster was too fast, and before Jenny knew what was happening, it was on top of her. She screamed as it tore into her flesh, its razor-sharp claws slicing through her skin. She fought with all her might, but it was no use. The monster was too strong, and Jenny knew that she was doomed. She closed her eyes, accepting her fate as the monster's claws dug into the flesh.
Ooh. Okay, scary story. That's crazy. That's pretty good.
Like what?
What in the world? Poor Jenny.
Like,
She was just wanting her husband, and she got clawed.
but like, imagine you're laying in bed and like you hear something and you go to reach over to like feel the spot of the bed and you feel something clammy and like.
No. No.
So that's
Gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no from the peanut gallery.
And then you hear footsteps after that and like mimicking. No.
What's called? That is like terrifying. Like hearing somebody you think you can trust, and it's not. It's like that. Like believing that it's just a friend. It's somebody I know. Somebody
and then you realize it's
real, and it's not. That's horrifying. Like having like that sense of relief, and then it being fake.
Like it's so unsettling to me. It's so unsettling.
Heck to the no.
Like, and I know it was like a monster in that one, so it's like a little bit more like kitty.
Yeah.
But like, if I were to feel something near me and then like breathing on my neck, like I feel and I hear the voice. No,
we don't play those games.
The sensory games, I don't do the psych ones, like the ones where it's like it plays with your mind. I can't do that, and I can't do like the sensory. I can't. So that's my
forte.
That's my fiction story for you.
All right, so
okay, on to second story.
Okay, so this one is from Reddit. It's 7 years old, and the title is "My Brother Saw a Ghost as a Kid. 2 decades later, I realized what he actually saw." So, I was about 7 years old. My brother was about 10. And it was well past our bedtime when our mom woke up off the couch to put us to bed. Our dad worked construction out of town back then, so it was often just the three of us at the house at a time. The upstairs and to the immediate right was our parents' bedroom. Going left down the hall led to my brother's room. The opposite end was my room, which was also across from the upstairs bathroom. At the end of each of the hallways are window doors we always kept locked and rarely ever used. The door on my end led to a balcony looking over the front yard, and the door on my brother's end opened up to the back porch. Our house kind of leaned into a small hill. My brother and my mom both had a bad habit of waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I only knew because I was a light sleeper, and they just couldn't help flushing with the door wide open. This night, however, my brother stopped on his way to his room and came back towards the bathroom. He said, "I'm going to try to pee before I go to bed because the past few nights I've been too afraid to walk to the bathroom. I keep seeing a man wearing stripes at the end of the hallway." I don't know if my mom wrote this off as my brother telling ghost stories trying to scare me, or if she was half asleep and didn't catch it, but she didn't react at all to my brother's confession. I, on the other hand, was terrified by it. The fear of seeing a ghost like that at the end of the hallway or through the window is the reason I started running from the stairs to my bedroom at night. Years later, when I was about 18, my mom and I were having a conversation in her car about a dog we had for a very short time when I was little. We were sharing stories about Max's tendencies. Tendencies?
Tendencies.
Max, the dog. It was called towards destroying my shoes or unruly behavior when my mom blurted out, "Do you remember the time when I opened the door for the cops and Max ran into the kitchen and started tearing open that big bag of dog food?" This really caught me by surprise because in all the years I lived in that house, we never once called the cops. Gun owner family in quiet town, rural West Virginia neighborhood. So, you wouldn't usually call the cops. I asked her what she was talking about, and she looked equally as surprised that she had revealed something by accident. "Oh, that's right. I never told you because you were too young at the time. One night I woke up hearing noises outside my window, and when I looked out, I saw a man staring into the bedroom." She went on to describe how she turned on the lights and it scared him off running, and how she grabbed my dad's pistol before calling the cops. I can't remember all the details I gave them when they showed up, but tall white male wearing stripes and a jean, short dark hair, something like that. They said it was a match of a description that they had been looking for in the area, and it turns out he had escaped from jail on a murder charge.
Oh,
now,
perfect.
I know it sounds obvious to hear those two stories back to back, but it wasn't until a few years ago in my mid-20s that I pieced together that my brother had unknowingly warned us about a murderer who had spent multiple nights casing our home. So, man out on a murder charge was, I believe it's squatting if nobody lives there, but I think it's frogging if somebody does live there.
Probably. I don't know what the technical term of it is.
But
someone was tracing.
Somebody was hanging out.
Oh my gosh. Imagine like looking out your window and just seeing a man that you had been like seeing for running murder charges, and they're just like outside of your house.
Just like a guy who happened to escape in a local area.
That'd be like you see like all the information about like Dahmer, and like you see a picture, you see like all the stuff he's done, like you see the murder charges, like you've seen everything, like you watched a documentary about it, you did all the jazz. Look outside in the middle of the night, that guy.
And just standing there, out looking in at you through the window. No, I don't know what I would have done if that was that mom.
I would have
probably
panicked.
Cried, panicked,
well, because I wouldn't felt like it was comfortable like to go outside anymore. No. But also like you can't stay there. You can't stay there.
No.
But also I'd be so worried that they would like trace me to my next place.
I know.
I'd be like calling the cops, like let me spend the night at the police department.
Comments on here was like it's a Google search. It seems like the guy's name is Tommy Lee Malohan, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But apparently he got out of prison in West
Oh, okay.
Kind of scary.
Absolutely not. No. No. I would cry, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible, bro. Okay. This is also from Reddit. So it was my last one. But this is supposedly a true story from about a year ago. So they like posted about it, but I think they're talking about years ago and they just
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, years ago, I remember sneaking out of my friend's house at night to really do nothing but walk around the neighborhood and hide from car headlights. We were young and bored. There was a homeless camp that was down in some woods off the railroad tracks not too far from his house, so we had seen the trail and knew it was back there. One of the homeless guys that lived there was actually an old friend of his buddy's dad. And he had stopped over a few times at his friend's dad's house and let him shower there and everything. He could have worked if he wanted, but legit told us he was living off the grid. He just wanted to give you some backstory on like why they thought it would be safe at night and all that kind of stuff. So that's why they went to go check it out at night. Because they thought it was safe. They've been there, you know. They know.
They know.
They were a bit nervous at first, thinking like, what if we get there and his dad's friend isn't there? So they were sneaking up on it. It was a longer walk than they had thought. So they kind of got up close and saw there was a fire going, lighting up the woods a little bit. They start sneaking closer, but the trail seemed to continue straight while the camp set off the trail to the left. They got there maybe 100 feet from the camp, and they looked down the trail and saw a faint silhouette of what they thought was a person. The silhouette looked like it was coming from deeper in the woods towards the camp, so they froze and ducked slightly to the side of the trail. He told his friend that he didn't like it and they should just sneak out of there. But he said he had the same feeling, and so he said, as I said, the fire at the camp was just enough to light the area well enough to see. So they ended up slowly creeping slightly off the trail back to the railroad tracks, which was about probably 30 or 40 feet. So they told him that they would rather just hit the trail and just slowly walk back because the bushes and trees and everything were hard to navigate, and he would rather be able to see something coming so they could like book it out of there. But they played football, so they thought they were pretty fast if they needed to run.
You
They
should
slide.
never believe that.
They
Don't believe it.
they slide out of the brush and see the silhouette has gotten closer. However, moving further from the fire, the light was dimmer, but they could still make out someone or something was standing there, moving closer. Their first thought was maybe they saw a duck, or maybe what they saw was like further out, so they duck into the bushes and were like coming to check, but it just felt off the whole scenario. His friend and him looked at each other and both mutually and silently decided to pick up the pace. Almost on cue, they both looked back and the silhouette was now booking it towards them in the silence, like completely silent, like booking, like hightailing it. No noise, just fast movement. So they hightail it as fast as they can. Thankfully, the trail was wide enough so they weren't bumping into each other or anything. Neither of them looked back until they hit the railroad tracks and then hit the railroad track bridge. And we're on the other side now.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked back, and as he was like slowing down past the bridge and didn't see anyone. So luckily they got back to his house pretty fast, and that was it.
That's a little... a silhouette running at you at full speed,
like
in the dead
it.
silent? Hell to the no.
Booking it.
Nope. Nope.
Like, are you kidding me?
No, I would... Also, why are we going out in the middle of the night?
What are we doing?
Go to bed.
What?
Go to bed. Like a normal person. We need sleep. It's allowed.
Like, that is so, like, that would mess me up.
No, you would not catch me anywhere near that place ever again.
So, like, I just can't imagine seeing a shadow or even any, like, figure in the distance and already being, like, scared. Like, you're already frightened by the matter of the fact that there was, like, somebody that was not supposed to be there was there. And then you look back after, like, hiding and they're, like, charging at you.
Giving me the heebie-jeebies. That's what that did.
Like, that's so terrifying. I hate that. I don't like haunted houses, like the vibes of them already, because like I hate jump scares, and to think that there'd be something charging at me in an kept setting, because haunted houses, it's like you know what you're getting
It's
into.
Rehearsed.
They can't touch you usually.
They can't
like,
touch you unless you go to like a real.
Unless you sign a contract, they can't touch you. So like, they're not gonna get you. But that's fair
real
game.
People, heck to the no. No.
So I can't do that at all, actually. So what's your real life story?
So it's not really like, oh, a haunted, scary. Well, kind of. So I'll just say that we renovated my house. But the way it used to look, we had some carpeted stairs that went up to our attic, which I live on a 1-story house then. And it basically still is a 1-story. But it had like an attic above the garage, and there was a bunch of old furniture in there, but we didn't really go up there except to get decorations down, or if we were looking for something like
very
papers
basic
or
family attic,
whatever. So, but my sister and I used to love to go up the stairs, and we would sit at the top of the stairs. And honestly, I have a photo. I might put it in. I'll have to see how we actually look in that photo, because
it may or may not be there.
It may or may not.
To preface.
But at the top of the stairs, and it was like fully carpeted, so we would like sit down and on the top and like slowly bump our way down to the bottom, and we would do that every single morning before we had to go to school and stuff like that. So I was probably like 3 or 4 when this happened, maybe 5. But I would sit at the top of the stairs, and like all of a sudden, like my mom like walked over because the laundry room was near it, and she was standing in the laundry room, and she heard me talking, and she was like, "Ron, what are you talking? What are you doing? What you playing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just talking to my friend." And my mom was like, "Friend?
What friend?
What friend?" She like figured I had like a doll up there or something.
No
doll. I was talking to my friend who was on the other side of the door. That was it was a boy. He wanted to play, and we would play like, you remember like the double this
Yeah.
we would play that through the door when I was younger. And like apparently like I talked to this kid quite a bit, and I have zero recollection of me doing this. Only my mom told me I did it. And that was
so
like,
you're friends with ghosts.
Apparently I had a friend that was a ghost. He seemed pretty chill though, because we just played games the whole time. But I never talked to him in the room when we went up there to get stuff out of the attic. I only talked to him through the door. So
that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
There you go.
I don't like that very much. I think you might be a little bit more psychotic than I thought you were.
Thank you.
No.
But I just talked to some kid through the door of the attic that they're like
What?
And I mean, like, there was no history for that house. It was just the people who owned it before was like 2 grandparents. There was no kids. I I don't know where I found this friend, but
maybe
I found
it was
one.
the younger like reincarnation of the grandpa or something
Maybe.
that lived there. And he was
But-
like, I'm just talking to my friend.
I'm just talking to my friend.
Now every time you say that when you're like on the phone, she's probably like, yeah, I bet you are.
I bet you are. You psycho.
You're
You
weird.
schizophrenic girl.
You are weird. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. That's so both of my stories like don't really affect me. They're stories that my parents told me. So in my dad's, I have two because they're like both a little bit shorter. But my dad, he lived in my obviously in my grandma's house, his mom's house, and there's this straight away hallway. So there's a door, like the front door of the house. Then there's the living room directly past the front door, and then straight down the hallway. It's this long, dark hallway that had all the kids' bedrooms because he had 3 brothers, and then there was the hall bathroom.
Yeah.
So it was all the bedrooms. My dad's bedroom was the very back corner, and then all of the other rooms kind of come towards the living room. So he would occasionally like go to the living room or like go watch a little show or whatever, because my grandma would work crazy late hours and stuff. So he would just like be there, and oftentimes by himself because his brothers are also way older than him. So he was at the house a lot by himself when he was younger, and so he would go out to the living room, like watch a show, go out to the like hall bathroom, kind of, live in your space.
Yeah.
But one night he went out to the living room, and I think he like went down to the kitchen and grabbed like a little snack, did his little thing. All the lights were off in the house, and this is like a pretty old house. Tell me why he went. I'm literally getting goosebumps. He went to the hall and saw a figure of a white, like a girl, like a white figure of a girl standing at the end of the hallway.
No.
Like,
Are you tearing up?
yes. Like he saw like a white figure in the end of the hallway.
No.
And I'm just like thinking, like, if I were here by myself and I like went upstairs or something and I saw that,
I would
be
immediately
screaming.
start crying.
I would scream, cry,
Sobbing,
throw up,
sobbing.
You would never.
No.
Oh no. And he told me that, and I was like, Dad, what are you talking? What? What do you mean? Like, no.
No.
So then we move house. Like we're in my my first house that we're ever in, and my mom is telling me a story about one of her friends. So both my parents used to like film their workouts and stuff for social media and all that kind of stuff. And my mom had a friend who had a camera, and she would like film all of her workouts for the program. And she filmed it in the same spot of her house every single day, like all the time. And she started noticing in the background of her videos, there was like a little like almost glare that would like zoom past the camera every single time. Every time. And she started noticing that it would like come in. So she started filming at like different types of the times in the day, like move locations. Every single time, white glare came across the back of the camera. Every single time. So she was like, well, maybe it's the camera. Like maybe something's wrong. No, got a different camera, did the same thing. It started freaking her out so much that she ended up moving houses because she like kept seeing the same like size and like speed light, and it would like sometimes like stay there or like go by slower, faster, like, but it was in every video in that house.
No, thank
every
you.
single one.
Nope.
And I was
no. You want to hear it in Spanish? No.
but like paranormal activity. Like, I don't I don't know. But if I like hear little things, I'm like, what was that? What mm-mm. Like, that's creepy. Is it
It was called. I just remembered that we had. It's a gold fairy wand and had a red ruby like heart in the middle, and it would like start making noise in the middle of the night for no reason, and it got to the point like we took out the batteries and it was still playing music, and it's like it's supposed to like only play music when like you like do like
yeah, when you like move it
around. And it would just randomly start making music. And it is still in my sister and I's, because my sister and I shared a room for until I was,
that would have to be gone,
maybe like 15, 16, something like that. Literally, it still makes noise. We hid it in our closet.
It would have been gone.
It's in the top of the closet in my house back at home in the blue bedroom. It's in the top of that closet, and sometimes it still makes noise.
No.
And we haven't touched it in years.
It's got to go.
Years.
It's got to go.
And, I don't want to go touch it. I'm not going to get possessed by a doll a demon that's in.
On or something.
No, for real. There's some demon in that.
No, you're going to get rid of it, and it's going to reappear.
I know. It's going to, like, show up back at my house somehow. I don't know.
So the camera like actually just shut off in the middle of that.
Yeah, in the middle of
the wand story.
Talk. Yeah.
If we get possessed or something, just know
it was the wand's fault. It's the wand's fault.
It's because Roland didn't get rid of her wand early enough.
Somehow it's gonna appear here.
No.
Watch it appear in my closet here.
It better not. It better not. Yeah, I will be hightailing it out of here. Absolutely not. I would rather be at the frat house down the way than to be here with that. No.
It's
that's terrifying. I hate that.
It's a weird wand. It makes no sense. And I promise you, we probably got it from like Toys R Us before Toys R Us closed. But is it back open now?
I think it actually is back open now. I feel like I just saw something about that.
I know, same.
And now I kind of want to go.
Childhood memories, Toys R Us. Let's go get another haunted wand.
No, not a wand. I like to get the Beanie Boos with the big sparkly eyes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know the original Beanie Babies are a thing, but I like the Beanie Boos with the big eyes, and I want one.
Oh.
We may have to get that.
We might.
But moral of the story, we're a little freaked out.
And we're haunted by a magic
ghost, wands. I don't even know.
So.
But on a happier side note, we were brainstorming some stuff for later on, and I think y'all are going to be excited to kind of see some of the stuff that we've got going on. It's a lot of like get you ready for Halloween prep, and we're very excited to see everybody's costumes and like hear about what everybody's doing for the Halloween weekend that is close upon us. So if y'all want to see anything or have any things that you want to show us because you love us and you just want to share your life with us, we would love to hear about it. I don't know that I have any more scary stories for right now that I can think of.
Not that I can.
I've already
pretty sure those are my two.
I've already gotten scared enough to sitting here, so you know how it is. But I do hope you enjoyed, and let us know if you want to hear some more stories and stuff like that, because it was fun. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I think that's all I got for today.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think that's it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.